Hey everyone, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new video for today for you guys. Sorry, it's been a while. All those vlognicas got me out of practice of sit-down videos, but I'm back. I actually wanted to let you guys know that because you're probably used to that happening. Because I'm pregnant and due in March, I'm expecting that a lot of my content coming up in like January, February are going to be about getting ready for the baby, because I like to keep my channel genuine as to what's going on in my life, and that is what's going on in my life. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Marian. I make videos about being a Jewish mom, and I upload on Mondays and Thursdays. I have a 2-year-old son named Max, and I am pregnant and due with another son due in March. Let me give you guys a quick update. Let me see, get this big boy on camera. So I am officially, I think, in the 3rd trimester, and I'm feeling really, really good. The baby is really big, so that is something new that I am sort of getting used to and prepping for. But other than that, things are progressing really normally and well, so feeling good. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my newborn must-haves for the 2nd time around. So this is my list of items that I did not own when Max was born, and they're things that have definitely become, I would say, more trendy over the past 2 years, and things that my friends have gotten or I've been really interested in getting. So these are my wish list items for baby number 2. So the first one I want to mention is the most craziest, I would say most expensive baby item out there. It's not really the most expensive baby item in the world, but that's just what I like to call it because it is super crazy, and it is the Snoo Bassinet. So when my son Max was born, he was the worst sleeper. He was the best baby. He still is the best baby, but sleep was like the only thing we struggled with. Literally, he was the easiest baby. He nursed so well. He was so good. He was happy all the time, but he just would not sleep, and we really struggled with this. When I tell people how few hours I got of sleep over so many months, people just don't believe me. So I'm not even gonna tell you, but trust me, I didn't sleep for about 4 or 5 months because that baby would not sleep. And this time, now that I have a 2-year-old already, it's gonna be so much harder not to sleep. And obviously, I know every baby is different, but because we struggled so much at the beginning with sleep, I knew that that was the one thing I really wanted to focus on for this pregnancy and just try my best to figure out. So on Black Friday, because it was a few $100s off, we invested in the Snoo. It will be arriving at our house, I think I put sometime in February. What's really nice is you can choose when it arrives, but the Snoo is a I don't know, bassinet of dreams, basically. It has a sensor that monitors when the baby's awake or when they're crying, and it rocks them automatically and has noises that soothe them automatically. It's supposed to mimic the womb, so if the baby gets upset and starts crying, it starts rocking more to soothe them back to sleep. We got to see one in person because our friends had one, and we have been joking about buying one for months because we were like, wouldn't it be great to have a Snoo? But we didn't really, really seriously consider it until we went to go visit our friends who had a newborn, and they had the Snoo, and we were like, okay, this is worth it. So of course we haven't used it yet, but I did research a lot about the Snoo's like guaranteed programs, and they have sleep consultants that you can call and work with them, and they have a money back guarantee if it doesn't work for you. So I felt like it was a worthwhile investment, and I know that they resale really well on like Craigslist and stuff because we looked into getting one secondhand. But because of the huge discount on Black Friday, it just made sense to buy it new. So that is the big, huge newborn must-have that we're getting for baby number 2. The second thing I want to get is a DOCKSHOT. So this is, I guess, slightly a controversial one here in the US. In Europe, it's approved for overnight sleeping, and that's how people use it. And I know here in the US, people use it for that a lot, but it's not technically approved for that. So I really want to be sure that we don't end up using it for sleeping or for any time that I'm not like actually watching the baby. But I think a DOCKSHOT is really nice. Oh, for anyone who doesn't know, it's basically a $200 pillow. But it's a pillow with sides around it. It's supposed to keep the baby very comforted and feel like they're enclosed. So you can take it all around the house because it's just a pillow. And the reason I thought it'd be really great for a second kid is because I spend the day with Max, and we're just all around the house going every which way. So I figure, like, if I needed to go to the bathroom with him, there's like nowhere to put the baby in the bathroom, do you know what I mean? But I think because I just want to have the newborn with us all the time, it'll just be easier to be able to just place him in the DOCKSHOT so that I don't need a different thing for each room. So like if we're in the playroom playing, I'll just put the DOCKSHOT on the floor and put the baby in that. That's my idea anyways. The DOCKSHOT is of course a trendy newborn item. It's super expensive, but I think it will be very much worth it. Okay, the next item I want to mention is my high chair of dreams, and that is the Stokke or Stokke Tripp high chair. This is just a gorgeous wooden high chair that really blends seamlessly into what our dining room furniture looks like, because our chairs are already a dark wood color. We never got Max an expensive high chair. We got one for, I think it was $35, a Fisher Price one, which worked great, and he loved it, and we used it for I guess a year and a half. Now he's in a booster, but I just never liked it in the room that much because it really stood out. It's like this bright white color, and because our house has a very open floor plan, the high chair is just like a big focus of your visual eye line when you're in the room, and I thought it'd be really nice to have the Stokke one so that it doesn't like stand out as much as like a high chair, you know. The room will still look like a dining room and still just be more visually appealing to me. So the Stokke Tripp I think is about $250, a little bit more if you get all the like extras and accessories to it, but it is beautiful and it does grow with the child. They can use it as like a little kids chair, toddler chair, preschool chair, etc. So I hope to have long-term use out of it. The next item I want to mention, you probably have already definitely have on your baby list, and that's a changing table. We never had a changing table when Max was born. I don't know why, but I was super against it. I thought they were such a waste of money. I just didn't get the point. I was like, I can just change his diaper anywhere. Like, I just don't get the big deal. So what we generally did is I had a lot of the Aiden and I blankets. If we were in a different room or something, I had like a little diaper caddy. So I would just bring over the diaper caddy and just change him on the floor. I did have a changing like topper. We do have a changing topper on his dresser. So if we were in his bedroom, we would use that. And I definitely could keep going with that, but for the newborn days, I think it would be really nice to have a changing table on the main level of the house. I know for me, I had a really difficult labor and delivery, and going up and down stairs was like impossible for me. So a lot of the baby changing happened just around the house on the main floor. And in the newborn days, when you're changing the baby's diaper all the time, I think having a changing table on that level will just be nice. So I still do think it's like a luxury and something you don't really need. But yeah, I think it's something I will use for the second baby. The next item is the Wildbird Sling. So I am a sling crazy lady. I am super into baby wearing. One of my most popular YouTube videos is a comparison of 3 baby wearing things because I own all 3 of them. I own the Moby, the Baby Catan, and the Ergo 360. I will say the Moby was a hand-me-down from my sister. So there's that. And we got the Baby Catan because the Ergo 360 you couldn't put an infant in. There's a method to the madness, but I saw my friend wearing her newborn in the Wildbird Sling, and I just was like, yes, I must have that. It is gorgeous. I mean, so beautiful. So I can't say if it's the most comfortable or practical item. I have seen many positive reviews. I know my friend loves it and her friends loved it, which is how she got onto it. So I'm super excited to have it. So yeah, I will be purchasing that before the baby arrives because I really think during those first few days even, it'll be so nice to just be wearing him. Also, the Wildbird Slings come in all sorts of different colors and fabrics and designs, and they're all just like super Instagram worthy and trendy and beautiful. Okay, the next item is an inexpensive one that for some reason I just never purchased with my first baby, and that is a Chewbeads necklace. So the Chewbeads necklace is what it sounds like. It's just a necklace that the baby can chew on and sort of grab. So because I nursed my son for a long time, his hands were always like pulling at my hair and like doing whatever, and it was sometimes painful, sometimes annoying, and I thought that this necklace might be a good idea because they can kind of like hold it, they can teeth on it, and yeah, it's just cute. I thought I would try it out. Its list price is about $35, so it is slightly expensive, which is I think the reason we didn't register for it initially. I was like, oh, that's like a silly extra I don't need, but like I said, said, now that I'm onto baby number 2 and have all the essentials covered, I think this will be a really nice addition. The next item I want to mention is a big question mark for me, a big maybe. I can't decide whether to go for it or not, and that is a double jogging stroller. So I am stroller crazy, just like I am baby wearing crazy, and we have the UppaBaby Vista and we have the Inglesia Net super lightweight umbrella stroller. So I use our UppaBaby as our going for a walk stroller, which we do every day. So we do make good use out of it, but I definitely don't. Okay, the dogs, they do this. I apologize, my dogs are really strange and have a very weird relationship. Anyways, I could do a whole nother video on strange dog behavior. I'm gonna have to move on, but where was I? Yes, so we do use our UppaBaby stroller. I absolutely love it. Anyways, my point being that I'm considering registering for a double jogging stroller, even though they're very expensive, because using the UppaBaby for 2 kids to go on stroller walks around the neighborhood is probably not the best idea, because it's a heavy stroller and it's not really designed for like huffing it over mountains and hills and rough terrain, etc. Not that we live in the woods, but like the way we use our UppaBaby as a jogging stroller, but it's not one. And I'm thinking that with 2 kids, it'll be a lot easier to have a real jogging stroller. But that's my big maybe, because it's just really expensive, and of course we could just use the UppaBaby one, so I don't know yet. The one that I do have my eye on is the Tool. I think that's how you pronounce it, T-H-U-L-E. I'll link it below to show you guys what I'm talking about. I also like the Bob. Those are like the 2 main high-end brands for jogging strollers in general, but I think the Tool one, based on everything I've read, is better for kids that are different weights and different ages, and just easier to move around. And the last thing on our list, which we actually have already purchased, is what I call the UppaBaby expansion pack. So like I mentioned, we have the Vista. We asked for that one initially when Max was born, knowing that we plan to have future kids that would probably both be in the stroller at the same time, and the UppaBaby Vista expands into a double stroller. So we bought the rumble seat to go with it, so that both kids could be in the stroller right away, as well as the infant insert, so that we wouldn't always have to use the car seat in the stroller, which just makes it really heavy, especially with 2 kids. We haven't gotten it yet, but we're going to register for the like kickstand that the older child can stand on. It's called the ride-along board. And then just some extra accessories that we never got the first time around that I think will be really useful, like the snack tray, a winter like cover that we ended up buying later, a rain cover, so like, just some things like that. Because our super lightweight stroller that we use all the time is only for 1 kid and not suitable for infants, I think we will be using the UppaBaby a lot more than we have been recently. So that's it. Those are my newborn essentials for baby number 2. I love baby gear and all that kind of stuff. To me, when you're pregnant and you're just waiting for that baby to come, researching baby products is like the one thing you can do. So yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel down below, because I'll be putting out lots more content like it in the coming weeks. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.